Hello and welcome to Catalan News. Dramatic plenary today in the Catalan parliament as pro-independence parties brought the referendum bill to the floor. The tension between Madrid and Barcelona is at the highest it's been in years. Here at Catalan News, we'll explain everything about it. Let's start. It's the full-scale collision everyone has been predicting for years. Today, Catalonia crossed the red line in the push towards the organization of an independence referendum. Madrid filed new charges against Catalan leaders for violating the constitution, but here in Barcelona, pro-yes parties were convinced their move was the only option to allow the Catalan people to decide the future of the country.
It has been a long, tense and exhausting day in the chamber. Everyone was expecting a turn of events at some point during the session's agenda, and it came right at the beginning at 10:15 a.m. A pro-independence ruling coalition spokesperson asked the Parliament President to modify the agenda in order to include the referendum bill in the session. After that, many hours of bitter debate in the chamber and backstage followed. The topic was not even on the bill, but whether the chamber's regulations would allow a fast-track debate and vote on it. Pro-independence lawmakers accused the opposition of filibustering and said that Spain did not give Catalonia an alternative.
Estem utilitzant una via que ja ho he dit al principi quan he proposat que féssim aquesta votació. Estem utilitzant una via que no és la via que nosaltres haguéssim volgut utilitzar. Estem fent el debat en les condicions que vostès ens hi han portat. No són les condicions que nosaltres volíem haver debatut.
The MPs against the referendum said that their rights were being violated because they just had 2 hours to make any amendments. While the lawmakers in Barcelona were brawling on and off the floor, Madrid was also busy. The Spanish government waited for developments in Catalonia for hours. In the afternoon, Mariano Rajoy's cabinet announced that he had already challenged to bring the referendum law to the floor in the Constitutional Court.
El gobierno no va a consentir que la ley se incumpla en España. Y con toda la fuerza y la serenidad que da el Estado de Derecho y el saberse en la obligación de defender los derechos de todos los catalanes, que nadie dude que sabemos lo que tenemos que hacer y lo haremos en cada momento.
The prosecutor's office also announced actions against the Parliament's bureau member who brought the bill to the floor this morning. After this intense day, making predictions about immediate future developments is virtually impossible. Catalan and Spanish politics is entering unknown territory. It is only 25 days to the planned referendum and anything could happen.
To get the latest on the plenary session, we have in Parliament our colleague Hele Kettner. Hele, tell us what's going on.
Hi Rachel, yes, it's been a very tense day at the Catalan Parliament. The Catalan government is expected to call the referendum tonight, and this is the full collision that everyone has been expected for the last years. Times are difficult in the Catalan Parliament, and the parliamentary groups have very, very different opinions. This is what they've told us.
I think today in the Parliament of Catalonia, we are just using democracy to lay the grounds to let the Catalan people vote.
Today for us is an important day because we are trying to open a window inside the Spanish regime, which doesn't allow the Catalan people to decide.
We have many differences between the project government and our project, our country project, but we met in one point that to stand up for the right of the people to vote.
We believe that the referendum that the groups that support the government, the Catalan government, want to do is not a legal one because it's against, it doesn't respect the constitution, the Spanish constitution, but also the Catalan statute.
Today is a very sad day for Catalonia, because the rights of the opposition groups are being violated, have been violated, and the ruling party wants to put Catalonia out from the rule of law and from the constitution.
Well, today is a sad day for democracy in Spain. Today the rule of law has been broken and the rights of opposition party have been stolen, and we will fight against every illegal step that government of Catalonia.
The opposition criticized pro-independence parties today for fast-tracking the referendum legislation and avoiding debate. But yes groups actually reminded them that they've tried to discuss such a vote for years with the Spanish government, always to find the same response.
No puedo, y lo saben, autorizar. Ese no lo puedo negociar.
The Spanish government has refused some 20 times to negotiate with Catalonia on an independence referendum. Tensions started back in September 2012 when Madrid gave a definitive no to a better fiscal deal. That had a surprising consequence, converting the then moderate president of the Catalan government, Artur Mas, into a defender of independence. As president, Mas wrote a letter to the Spanish president Rajoy asking for a vote on Catalonia's future in 2013. The answer was no. A group of MPs from the Catalan parliament went to the Spanish Congress in April 2014 for the same reason.
Hoy les pedimos el voto para un acuerdo para la democracia. Queremos llegar a un acuerdo con el gobierno español.
The answer again was no. Mas continued trying to open a dialogue with Spain, but always got the same response. A referendum is not allowed under the Spanish constitution.
I és el moment, finalment, que s'avinguin d'una forma o d'una altra a seure a la taula, a negociar els termes amb què el poble català ha de poder expressar-se lliurement a les urnes.
Then Carles Puigdemont replaced Mas as head of the Catalan government. He even had a secret meeting with Rajoy to talk about the referendum. He also sent him a letter and pressed for dialogue into conferences in Brussels and Madrid.
Je tiens à préciser que nous sommes pour un référendum convenu avec le gouvernement espagnol, car il s'agit de l'option la plus plausible pour tout le monde.
Faced with what they consider a permanent no, Catalan leaders decided today that the only alternative they had left was to organize the vote on their own.
The heated independence debate comes at a time of year when Yes supporters are usually mobilized. It's the 11th of September, the Catalan National Day, which is now around the corner. Will today's events in Parliament influence the turnout in this year's demonstration? Let's find out.
Every year, when independence supporters take to the streets on Catalonia's National Day, they hope it will be the last demonstration. The last one, that is, before independence is achieved. As the clash between the Catalan and Spanish governments reaches a tipping point, pro-independence organisations are aiming to gather a massive crowd on September the 11th. And they claim the fate of the independence referendum on October the 1st could largely depend on their success.
Per nosaltres, l'11 de setembre és la primera part de l'1 d'octubre. I sense un 11 de setembre mobilitzat amb màxima participació ciutadana, l'1 d'octubre arribarà coix.
Continuarem la nostra ruta.
Pro-independence organisations are also expected to become more active on the streets, with September the 11th just the first of more demonstrations to follow. A call has already gone out for donations to a solidarity fund to help politicians prosecuted for organising a non-binding independence vote in 2014.
Un doble missatge de suport als encausats, òbviament, i també un missatge ben clar al conjunt del poble de Catalunya que ningú no estarà sol amb tot aquest camí cap a la celebració del referèndum d'autodeterminació.
The Court of Auditors is asking the promoters of the vote to pay €5 million, which is the estimated overall cost of the vote.
La especialidad del gobierno español.
Among them is former Catalan President Artur Mas, who is barred from holding public office, and 10 other officials.
And now we move on to a totally different story of technological advancement. Catalonia is testing an innovative mobile program to reduce bureaucracy. 3 towns are testing the IDECAT Mobile Connect programs, allowing users to access local portals using only their mobile phone, no longer relying on usernames and passwords, and making the process more secure. Indeed, this is a pioneering initiative in Europe. Today, we have also learned that the famous surrealist painter Salvador Dalí did not have any children. A tarot card reader claimed to be his daughter, but DNA tests have proved that she is not. Dalí was exhumed in July by order of a court in Madrid in a very controversial decision that, for sure, will yield more consequences. And with this, we end our show today. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow. We leave you with some images of the great interest that books raise here in the country, as this week the Catalan Book Fair is kicking off.